Hey y'all, hey, it's Coach P here. So I wanted to make a video and talk about hormonal imbalance, especially us women, pertaining to, of course, our food as we go into our 5-day raw whole food challenge. Okay. The reason why I want to talk about this is because I feel like we don't really understand how crucial it is that we have to pay attention to the foods that we consume and put in our body, and how us as these female creatures, how we function hormonally, literally thyroid, when we go through our menstrual cycle and stuff. You have hormones that's functioning within our brain and everything. That our whole body is literally hormonally function. We have so many hormones as women. It's ridiculous. Okay. That's why we PMS the way we PMS. But it's important to understand that what you put in your body controls a lot of that. Okay. Especially with the systems that we have, where you talking about the cardiac, the blood, the urinary, the muscular, all those systems involve hormones. And if you don't understand that, or or wanting to understand that when it comes to your body, you're just going to be out of whack your whole life. And that's just that. So it all starts from what you eat. What you put inside will affect the outside. Okay. So I figured let's talk about hormones, because we need to realize that once we actually put the right things in our body to function, in order for our bodies to function properly, for our hormones to function properly, your body will not be at this ease. Okay. Meaning the things that we encounter with PCOS, fibroids, thyroid issues, the list could go on. Right. So I want y'all to understand and think how doing this 5-day challenge, it's like basically a reboot. So you can see how this is how you're going to start feeling. You're going to start feeling refreshed. You're going to start feeling better, excited, happy, and just energized, because your body's like, thank you for giving me the proper nutrients and vitamins I need in order for me not to be going crazy right now, because you're putting these things in my body, or in me, that I don't recognize, I can't synthesize with, I can't necessarily code with, to be like, oh, this is this, and I need it for that. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Okay. All right. So yes, I wrote some stuff down because it's a lot. All right. It's a lot. So bear with me. Okay. But this is some very important things that we as women need to know. And me being a person that I am, I've taken classes when it came to biology, chemistry, anatomy, and physiology and stuff like that. And I was in school to become a pharmacist. So I was learning these things with the body pertaining to medications, not learning these things when it comes to the body and our food, which makes more sense to me, because these are natural things that our body actually needs on a day-to-day basis, rather the things that they are making and we are injecting into our body when it's synthesized or being fake, or being drawn to be a fake thing that's supposed to blend in when it's not real. But we still have these issues that we have. Just how they say, like, when you take a medication for something, then they'll tell you it has side effects to it, because guess what? You're fucking up another system because of you taking that medication, if that makes sense. So with this raw whole food diet, what's going to happen is you're going to put the right things in the right puzzle pieces where they're supposed to go, and they're going to function properly for your body to be like, this is what this is. Yes, this is supposed to go here. Okay, we're going to work like this. How are we going to work? And it's going to start working properly. Then you're going to start seeing how your body is not whatever things that is happening with your body where it's at this ease, it's going to just start slowly but surely go away. Okay. It's not going to happen instantly, because you got to realize If you've been doing these type of things that you shouldn't have been doing for a long period of time, it's going to take a long period of time for your body to notice it and understand, like, this is what's supposed to be here. This is how I'm supposed to function, if that makes sense. Okay. All right. So hormonal imbalance. We're going to talk about the foods that we consume that has a significant impact on our hormonal balance, in both men or women. Like, this is definitely for both of us. Men don't have as many hormones as we do as women. So yes, men, you definitely need to pay attention to this as well, because what you put in your body determines when it comes to your testosterone. Okay. You know what I mean? Your libido, all types of different things, your thyroid as well, just how we are. But we, of course, we gotta be, we're amazing, complicated and amazing. So we have all these other things that goes on with us. All right. And then what we have to understand is, again, what we eat plays a crucial role in managing our symptoms and supporting overall health. So let's just break down exactly how our food can affect us as women with our hormonal imbalance. Okay. And listen, I'm telling y'all right now, and with me being a plant-based person, I have never felt so much better or so good the way I do now. You know what I mean? Not only just inside, but it's physically, mentally, spiritually. It's like so many things are just making sense to me. Okay. It's like you have to take care of your body. Your body is your temple. Once you start doing that, amazing things start happening for you. You start understanding things a lot better. Okay. All right. So the first things first, blood sugar regulation. We're going to talk about insulin resistance. When you're eating foods high in refined sugar, so you have white sugar, brown sugar, coconut sugar, palm sugar, high fructose corn syrup, which is in literally everything. Like, we have to start paying attention and looking at our ingredients of things that we buy. I bet that is going to be the number one thing on there. It may not be the first thing on the ingredients, but if the ingredients is like this big, it's going to be middle at the end. You have to read. That's the thing. That's one thing that we're not doing. We're not reading to see the things that we are injecting. We will look at the front of the box and be like, oh, it says organic, or it says it's good, or whatever, and be like, that's the stuff I'm gonna get. Absolutely not. Look at your ingredients, okay? But and processed carbs, which are refined carbs that have gone through manufacturing process that removes most of the nutrients, okay? And those things could be white rice. What else can I think about that is anything where it's like, where you have to buy like frozen carbs and stuff like that, potatoes and all that good stuff. No, don't eat that. Like, it's processed. Okay. Let me see. All right. So when we say, when we talk about insulin resistance, it refers to a condition when the body cells doesn't respond as well to insulin. It's a hormone that helps regulate blood sugar and glucose level. So if you're eating things that your body don't know what it is, it will either spike your insulin levels, which will spike it high, and then you're like, oh my God, why do I feel this way? Why am I so hyper? Because you ate something that your body don't even know, and your body's trying to push it out, because it's like, what the hell is this? We don't know what this is, so let's get it out immediately. So you're on this sugar rush or on this high or whatever, it's because it's too much. That's something that your body shouldn't be trying to process, but it's trying to, because it's trying to push it out because you put it in, so now it needs to take it out. Okay. Then when you continue to eat those type of things where you're making your insulin levels go so high, it's to the point where you have to learn how to regulate that, because now your body's going to get used to that, which is why people become diabetics and whatnot. Okay. When you're insulin resistant, your blood has to produce more insulin to keep your blood flowing. That's wild, right? So we have to start making our blood sugar levels need checked often. So we have to understand we have to pay attention to what we're putting in our body. And that's just that. All right. Which in turn may cause hormonal imbalance like those seen in PCOS. All right. So again, this is going to, not only is this talk about blood, so blood sugar and PCOS align with each other. So that's what I'm saying when I say we don't realize how our hormones all run together. Okay, they all need to run literally parallel to each other, because it's like once you mess up one, you're going to mess up another and another and another. They align with each other. So you have to pay attention to the things that you're putting in your body. Once you mess up your insulin resistance, blood sugar, you're messing up something, and it's going to cause PCOS, right? Or it's going to be your thyroid. It's so much to this that you can't just be like, oh, I'm going to just keep eating these chips, or I'm going to keep eating this candy. No, get some natural things that you can eat that your body actually needs, okay? Foods that help stabilize blood sugar, like plant carbs. So that could be anything like, why can I think? I just went blank. What are they called? Chickpeas or quinoa, those type of things. Lean protein. So you got chicken, you got turkey, and foods that have all non-essential amino acids. So that's protein. Protein is made up of non-essential amino acids. So any of those foods, which is plant-based foods, 9 times out of 10, have those, non-essential amino acids. Those are the foods that you want to eat. Okay. Again, it's protein. Healthy fats and fiber-rich fruits and veggies can be very beneficial. So we also got to realize when we eat our fruits and vegetables, like that's where the vitamins and minerals we need when it comes to just day-to-day living, energy, just to do everything that we need to do. Okay. Healthy fats, foods like avocado, olive oil, and fatty fish like salmon provide omega-3 fatty acids, which help regulate insulin levels and reduce inflammation, supporting hormonal balance. So yes, we do need to eat healthy fats or whatever, but that don't mean like, okay, we can't cook with canola oil, people. No, we can't keep cooking with Crisco. Absolutely not. So healthy fats, again, avocado, olive oil, coconut oil, anything of the good oils, or the things that you want to ingest. Nuts are good fatty acids. Seeds, same thing, or whatever. So yes, you should be eating those all the time. And yes, salmon is one of those seafoods that are high in omega-3s, which are good for your body. So if you're a person that is a pescatarian or you eat fish, yes, you should be eating salmon. Not every day though, but you should be eating salmon. Okay. And then let's talk about estrogen balance. Phytoestrogens phytoestrogens are plant-based compounds that have a chemical structure similar to the hormone estrogen, which is produced by the body. So that just lets you know right then and there, you should be eating your fruits and vegetables all the fucking time, people. So those people that just be like, oh, I eat meat, I don't eat vegetables, or those women who say that, I'm gonna need you to start eating your vegetables, because so when you start dealing with estrogen decreasing and increasing and whatnot, the things that's most likely because you're putting the certain things in your body that is high in estrogen that your body can't synthesize, or you're not getting enough estrogen because you're not eating your vegetables. So vegetables should definitely be in your diet. So yes, phytoestrogen it comes from plants, which is similar to estrogen, which we actually produce. So if it's similar, then your body's going to take it in and be happy with it, if that makes sense. Okay. It's not going to try to push it out and make you go and then imbalance you because it doesn't know what it is. It knows what it is because it's similar to estrogen. It has the same structure. Okay. Where am I at? So yeah, phytoestrogen helps to balance estrogen levels. That's why you need to eat your vegetables, or your fruits and vegetables. Foods like flaxseed, soy, chickpeas, and lentils, which I love lentils. Again, these are basically plant-based foods that you should be eating, okay? Is what will help when it comes to your estrogen levels, whether it be high or low, or just to regulate them, period. Phytoestrogen can act as a natural modulator, which either boosts low estrogen levels or helping to decrease excess estrogen. I said that earlier. Look at that. Okay, then you have vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, kale, Brussels sprouts that contains the phytoestrogens that helps the body metabolize estrogen more efficiently and may support women with conditions like estrogen dominance. So if you have estrogen dominance, or if your estrogen is high and whatnot, eating those type of foods will help to manage it, or I guess level it out, I would say. So again, eat your fruits and vegetables, people. Okay, they are good for you. All right. Thyroid function. Now, this is something I feel like everybody and their mama is dealing with. Like, both my mom and my sister both have thyroid issues. My sister actually had to get half of her thyroid out. And once you actually have to do that, you will have thyroid issues for the rest of your life, which is crazy because they won't tell you that. So they're going to give you things or do things so that way you're going to be able to just function on the medications rather than trying to fix it with your food, rather trying to regulate or educate you on the fact that if you start eating these type of things that your body needs, it will help you regulate it more. I'm just saying, okay? It is a business out here, but you got to start thinking that I need to take charge of my own body and figure this out. Simple as that. All right. All right. Iodine and psyllium. These nutrients are essential for thyroid health. Food rich in iodine like seaweed and psyllium like Brazil nuts, fish, and eggs can support thyroid function. A thyroid imbalance often leads to symptoms such as fatigue, weight gain, and changes in menstrual cycle. So you gotta, like, if you feel like you don't know if you have thyroid issues and you have these things, you might want to think about that and actually go to your doctor and see if that's really what it is. Or if you do have thyroid issues and you know you're dealing with this stuff, this is where you have to figure out, and you have to sit down and start doing research and figure out, how can I get my thyroid to be regulated? 9 times out of 10, you need iodine and you need psyllium. So you have to find those foods, find things that are high in those foods and start eating them. It says seaweed. So they say, I've read, and it said that sea moss has iodine in it. Okay. And that's something that you should be taking on a day-to-day basis. What's another one? I think it's called bladderwrack. It's bladderwrack. My sister told me about it because she takes it or whatever. That is also, it's a different type of form of seaweed, but it is high in iodine, which will help with your thyroid. Okay. So you should definitely be researching these things to just want to naturally heal yourself from the inside out. I mean, this is just me making suggestions. That's all. Okay. You don't have to. You do whatever you want, of course. And then let's talk about cortisol and stress. Cortisol is the stress hormone. Okay. We don't realize how that's a hormone we produce, because we may not be stressed. We may not look like we stressed, but you're stressing your body out. It's still stress. And that's what we don't understand. Okay. Stress increases cortisol, the stress hormone, which can lead to imbalance in other hormones like progesterone and estrogen. A diet rich in anti-inflammatory foods such as berries, leafy greens, and nuts, and herbs such as ashwagandha and holy basil can help the body cope with stress and maintain hormonal balance. Ashwagandha, I'm telling y'all now. So if you be like, oh my God, if you have anxiety, if you're stressed out, or whatever the case may be, ashwagandha is your herb to get. Okay. I'm actually going to make a ebook about herbs and what they do, so that you all will be able to purchase for your own and actually purchase these, whether it be online, or you could go to the Eastern Co-op, which they have a lot of that stuff. That's where I get most of my stuff at. Okay. So, again, yes, eating your fruits and vegetables along with some herbs, drinking herbs or powder, whatever it may be, can literally help with these hormonal imbalance problems that you have. I'm just saying. Okay. All right, magnesium rich foods. Magnesium is found in spinach, almonds, pumpkin seeds, which I'm always eating pumpkin seeds, has a calming effect on the nervous system and can help regulate cortisol levels, which makes sense, because if you're stressed out, in order for you to calm yourself down, like ashwagandha is something that it calms you down when you feel like you're just all over the place, when you have anxiety, when you're just up and you just don't know what to do. Taking that would literally calm your nervous system down, and pumpkin seeds does too. So that way you could just woosah. All right. A natural woosah. How about that? All right. Vitamin and mineral deficiencies. Hormonal imbalance can sometimes be linked to deficiencies in essential nutrients like vitamin D, zinc, and B vitamins. Ensuring a diet that includes these nutrients can help support hormonal function. Example, vitamin D found in vitamin D is found in fatty fish, eggs, those type of foods. Foods that have additional nutrients added to, let me see. I don't even know. No, scratch that. Sorry. I just be writing stuff and I don't even know why I wrote that. Well, basically, vitamin D is found in fatty fish and eggs or whatever. So that's something that's good to know. All right. Gut health. This right here. Okay. We don't realize how we don't have a great gut health. Like our gut is shitty, literally full of shit. Okay. If you don't have good gut health, you have nothing. Your gut is like your second brain. It really is. Like it goes with your brain. So you have to take care of your gut. All that processed shit that you may be putting in your body is so fucking horrible that you can't even shit regularly. You have all this stuff that's just built up in your freaking colon cancer. Or you got so much shit inside you from 10 years ago that's not coming out. That's why you can't lose weight and whatnot. Like you have to give your body the proper nutrients and everything it needs in order for it to flush those toxins out of your body. People, eat your fruits and vegetables. I don't know how many times I gotta say it, but I feel like that's the fifth time I said it in this video already. Okay. All right. Let's talk about, okay, the gut microbiome plays a key role in hormone regulation, including the metabolism of estrogen. Wow, look at that. So the fact that your gut is not at its healthiest affects your estrogen levels. That, again, all of this aligned together, people. I can't make this shit up. You really have to sit down and actually do the research so you understand. Only reason why I really understand is because it's taking me back to when I was in school and I'm like, that makes perfect sense. Comparing it to food now. Sometimes I didn't understand it when it was compared to medications, but when it's compared to food, shit makes hella sense to me. And it's like, light bulb went off. Okay. All right. A healthy gut supports a fiber-rich foods. It gives it prebiotics and probiotics, like fermented foods, which are filled with probiotics. So, what is it called? Oh my God, why can I think of it? It's like I'm so mad I can't think of it. But anyway, that could contribute to a regular hormonal function. Sauerkraut, that's where I was going. I couldn't think of it. I used to love sauerkraut when I was younger. I haven't eaten it. I need to start eating it. But sauerkraut is something that you definitely should be having in your diet to give yourself those probiotics natural probiotics that you need. All right. So let's also talk about avoiding food sensitivities. For some women, food sensitivities such as gluten and dairy, leave fucking dairy alone. I don't think y'all understand how dairy just fucks us up, period. Like dairy. Okay. This is how I'm explaining this. We as women, we make our own milk for our babies, right? You know, our baby, they drink our milk. Don't cows produce their milk for their babies, they calves, right? So explain to me how it's okay for us as human beings to be drinking a ton. I don't even know how much a cow weigh, but let me just say a ton. I don't even know that's a lot. A cow's milk. We're going to drink this cow's milk when that cow's milk is essentially made for a calf, where a calf is coming out being a third of a ton. I'm just saying. That's what that milk's for. That milk is for that calf. If we was to take our milk and feed a calf, would you think that calf gonna ever get full? Absolutely not. That calf was still gonna be starving because the calf is not getting the proper nutrients and everything it needs for it to continue to grow and get as big as it should be. So why is it that we are drinking those type of, or we're drinking the milk that's supposed to be for that calf? We're putting in so much of those hormones, of those whatever the vitamins they need for that calf in our body, where our body can't necessarily synthesize it and process it the way it needs to, because it's so much. So your body's like, oh my God, we're gonna put this here, we're gonna put that there, and it's so much to the point where you got constipated. You're bloated. You having all these things that's happened that's making your body at dis-ease. If that makes sense, please let me know, because it makes sense to me. So we shouldn't be drinking it. We shouldn't be drinking cow's milk. If that's the case, we should be drinking our own milk. Our milk is made for us. Our milk is made for our babies. Okay. Where else I going? So foods for women, food sensitivities can cause inflammation and disrupt gut health, which may directly affect hormones. Look at that. I love how I can sit here and talk, and then when I go back in my notes and it'd be like, boom, there it was. Let's talk about inflammation. Chronic inflammation can worsen hormonal imbalance, particularly in conditions like PCOS and endometriosis. And if I'm not mistaken, I've talked to a couple women who's had endometriosis, and some of them had to get their uterus taken out because how bad it was. Meanwhile, they should still have their uterus, because now they're really hormonally out of whack because they don't have their uterus, right? So it's just sad to me, because I really wish that we would start doing more research on the things that these people are telling us is wrong with our bodies, and try to at least try to see what we can do to manage it. I don't want to say fix it, manage it. Okay. But anti-inflammatory foods such as berries, leafy greens, turmeric, ginger, and omega-3 rich foods can help reduce inflammation and support hormonal health. Again, eat your fruits and vegetables daily. I do it all. I love me some fruits and vegetables. You can't tell me nothing. Okay. All right. So here's some tips. Avoid processed foods. Processed foods and sugary foods are what causes hormonal imbalance by affecting blood sugar levels and causing inflammation. Excuse me. Focus on whole nutrient dense foods. Incorporating a wide variety of colorful fruits, vegetables, healthy fats, lean protein, and complex carbs can support overall health hormones. Hydration. You got to stay hydrated. Okay. That's the main important. Staying hydrated is also key for maintaining proper hormonal function. Fruits that have a high content of water from the fruit are like melons, cucumbers, strawberries, and coconut water. Y'all, there's this coconut brand. It's called Harmless Harvest, I believe. That brand of coconut water is the type of coconut water you should be drinking. All that other shit that they have that's just on the shelves, absolutely not. You should not be ingesting that. I'm just being honest, okay? Look it up. I love that. It's coconut water. It's pure coconut water. Yes, it's pink. It's because it's oxidized when the when oxygen hits it, and then it turns pink. That's how you really know it's real. Anything that's in a can or is saying it is and it has extra, if it ain't just coconut, don't buy it. But I suggest, my opinion, Harmless Harvest coconut water. That's the type of water you should be drinking. Have that in your. When I say it hydrates, it's to hydrate your cells. Okay, that's the point. We are told to drink water to stay hydrated. We need to eat our fruits that's high in water to hydrate our cells. When our cells are hydrated, they can function properly. They can literally the toxins from that's within our body can be pushed out, and it could just be pushed out of our body and detoxify us. That's how we could detoxify. Whether you won't start, then you'll start smelling less, and anything that be causing pimples come out, like everything. Now you gotta remember, our skin is also a system that we have. Okay, so staying hydrated is very, very important. So eating a lot of fruits. When they tell you I don't eat a lot of fruit, please don't listen. I eat fruit all the time, day-to-day basis, y'all. I couldn't tell you. My refrigerator is filled with fruit and vegetables. Eat your fruit. Stay hydrated from your fruit. Yes, drink water, but you don't have to drink a gallon of water. That is a fucking lie. All right, and that's that. Do your own research again. Yes, that's what hydrates your cells in your body and whatnot. So, yeah. With that being said, okay. We have to start paying attention to the things that we put on our body, ladies. We want more natural things in our body because we're natural beings. All this processed foods that they have out here, I get it. Who don't like to go out to eat? Who don't like a Snickers here? Who don't? Because I'm a Snicker fanatic. But coming into 2025, I don't know. I've been for me, just wanting to make some changes to become the best version that I can of me for myself, in order for me to be the best version for my kids and clients and everything of that nature and whatnot. So like what made me start the 5-day raw whole food challenge, I just wanted to challenge myself to see if I could do it. And when I did it in January, it was the best thing I ever done. And it's just amazed me how you really could do anything you put your mind to. And it wasn't as bad as I thought it was, because the meals that I've made was so good. Like I didn't want to cook anymore. And I'm like, this is giving me life. Like it's super good. So, I can't wait for everyone to start this challenge with me. I'm still in the process of getting everything together, y'all. So please be patient with me. But we're going to start this February 7th, Friday. So be ready. I just feel like once you actually stop with all the bullshit that you may be putting in your body and put the clean things in your body that is made from the earth that we are supposed to consume, I just can't wait to hear the testimonials. That's what I'm more excited about than anything. It's not just about for you to be less bloated or for you to see that you could lose a couple pounds in a couple days or whatever because of you being able to go to the bathroom and flush water out or toxins out of your body. That's not it. What for me is just about the fact that you're going to experience something that's just it's going to be great, especially if you put the work in. You have to put the work in. You have to. You can't do it one day and then that's it. You have to do it the full blown 5 days. I'm going to do it with y'all. I'm here with y'all to do it. And I'm just super, super excited. Okay. So with that being said, I hope this information was great for you. I hope you take this all in. Definitely write this stuff down. Do your research, ladies. Research whatever it is that they may tell you what's going on with your body. Always go and research and make sure everything aligns the same thing that you may be researching. Okay. Of course, Google, but not so much Google. But whatever you find on Google, go on YouTube and see if you could find the same thing. Go and get a book. That's another thing. We aren't using these books that we have that have these information in them. Okay. So it's basically what I'm saying. Take control. Take control of your body. Become the healthiest, best version of you for you. This is for you, nothing else. I just want to educate and I just want to help as many women as I can for all of us to just realize that we really could get our own selves together naturally instead of thinking that whatever those people say or tell us, then we have to listen. Absolutely not. We don't. Okay. So there's that. I hope this was amazing. I hope this all was a great information for you. Until then, I will talk to y'all later on the next topic, which I have to think about because I'm not sure yet. But be on the lookout, y'all. We starting soon. Okay, we starting soon. Get ready because this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be exciting, and you could do it. Because if I could do it, you could do it. I'm just saying. All right. Have a good one, y'all.